We have to remember that Obama was allegedly on the telephone every week with Erdogan, urging him on, playing on his vanity, playing to his ambition. Now, the Turkish government for the last few years wanted to become a regional hegemon. They also had ideas about pan-Turkic spheres of influence. And at the beginning, this was not all bad. When they tried, for example, to mediate the nuclear dispute with Iran, joining with Brazil, to do that, that had some positive elements in it. But I would say after the fall of Egypt, after the fall of Mubarak, the Turkish government was conned into this idea of a new Ottoman Empire. And with the new Ottoman Empire, you go from zero problems to dozens and dozens of serious problems. And as you point out, the most serious is the Kurds. Now, the PKK. Who is the PKK? Well, Seymour Hersh has informed us in recent years that the CIA supports the PKK. The CIA tries to use the PKK against Iran. In recent years in France, in the Boudoir, as it was called, Danielle Mitterrand, the wife of French President Mitterrand, was a great patroness of the PKK. Less than a year ago, Avigdor Lieberman, the Israeli foreign minister, said that Israel would start supporting the PKK to punish Turkey for the behavior of the Turks in the Mavi Marmara Gaza flotilla. There are also stories that NATO through Greece supports the PKK, and I think this is what Turkey would have to understand. I wish Turkey well. I've been there. I've met a lot of political leaders in Turkey. They have to understand that the alliance with the U.S. and the British is a lethal embrace. In other words, the Anglo-Americans are going to love them to death. They will play them against Syria in the full knowledge that the blowback from that conflict is likely to destroy modern Turkey. So they should cease and desist. There's nothing to gain in this and everything to lose. And it has a lot to do, I'm afraid, with the psychology of Erdogan and Davutoglu, who have been essentially conned by Obama. And naturally, this question of Russia does loom very large. You know, in the 19th century, there was a Russo-Turkish war every 20 years. Now, in recent decades, there hasn't been a Russo-Turkish war, but you're getting into a geometry where you really don't want to go. So it would be important, I think, to see that the Syrian armed forces are succeeding against the rebels inside Syria. They're essentially quelling the rebellion. And at the same time, it looks like the center of gravity may well shift to Saudi Arabia and Qatar and these places where I think some kind of revolutionary action, an authentic revolutionary action, is actually coming forward. But right now, the Turks have turned over their entire southern region to the CIA. The CIA is running wild. The CIA rules the hotels of Iskandarun, filling them up with al-Qaeda terrorists. The CIA rules the Adana base there near Incirlik. So they've essentially invited in all of these terrorist elements, and the blowback will be severe.